Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Today is episode 6 and we're going over how to use the photo editor and the image splitter in our app. So stick around because you won't want to miss out on how to make your images look just a little bit cooler. The first thing that I want to show you guys is the photo editor. The photo editor has a bunch of features to choose from, so I'm just going to walk you through it. I have my phone right here. So the first feature is the enhance feature. It gives you 5 options, which are high def, scenery, food, portrait, and night. So depending on what your image is all about, you can select one of these and it's just going to brighten and pull those colors forward to be more enhanced. The next feature is the effects, which are all filters, and there's a lot to choose from. I'm going to hit Sentosa, and if I select it again, it's going to bring me to this little leveler. And here, if I drag to the left or to the right, it's going to apply that filter or less of that filter depending on what I prefer. So I actually want 100% of that filter, so I'm going to select a check mark and I'm going to hit apply. The next feature is the crop feature. So the crop allows you to crop your image, by dragging the points on each corner up or down, left or right, diagonally, however you want to crop it. And you can also crop it by these ratios. If you select or double tap on the ratio squares at the bottom, it will change from a vertical ratio to a horizontal. So that could be helpful. The next one is the lighting, and lighting and color actually work the same way depending on if you want more or less, brighter or darker, warmer or cooler. Just move it to the left or to the right. There's brightness, contrast, highlights, and shadows. And in color, there's saturation, warmth, fade, and tint. The next one is sharpening. So same way that those work, you move it left or right. What sharpening does is sharpen all the edges to really bring out the features in that picture. Whereas if you move to the left, it's going to blur those edges and blur the picture so it's not as clear. Cancel. The next one is orientation, so you just can flip your images left or right, vertically or horizontally, and if you drag this arrow to the left or to the right, it will tilt your image. The next feature is the text feature, and text you can actually put onto your photo. So shop now is what I'm going to type. And I'm going to adjust it over here. If you use the arrows on the right corner of this text box, you can size the text. I'm going to hit font because I want to change it to this one. I'm going to hit color, I want it to black, and you can select any color in this palette. I'm going to hit done. The next feature is the drawing feature. So you can select between pen sizes, you can also select between colors, and there's an eraser tool. I'm going to draw a heart right here. Not my best work, but it'll do. The next one is the blur tool. So the blur tool works the same way that the pen does. You just blur out whatever you want to blur out. You can get really creative with this. I've seen some people blur out all of the background and just keep the focal point, which an easier way to do that is doing the focus. So when you select focus, you have the radial focus or the linear, and you can just drag it around, make it bigger or smaller. And if you see here, everything that's in the circle is clear, everything out of the circle is blurry. And the same with the linear, I can make it bigger or smaller, and drag it over, and same thing. Clear on the inside, blurry on the outside. Cancel because I don't want to apply that. Then there is the vignette, which has a focal point and the edges are either dark or light depending on what you prefer. You can also pinch or widen your fingers to adjust that. The next is stickers and frames. So these are the stickers. They're fun to use if you take advantage of them. It gives your images more personality, but I'm not trying to have that much personality on this photo, so we're not going to apply that. There's frames, same thing. You'll spice up your pictures. give your audience something different than the norm. And overlays. Overlays, I've seen some people get really, really creative with this. They use this on like every picture and it makes their profile look very different from the average. So take advantage of those. I want to see what you guys can do with those. It's fun. There's a blemish tool, which you can use to basically erase impurities or imperfections that you don't want in a picture. This picture doesn't really have anything that I'm trying to get rid of, so I'm not going to show that. You hit cancel, whiten, same thing as the drawing tools in the way that it works. You just draw all over the image and it'll get whiter wherever you place that pen. It's good for whitening teeth, that's why they use the toothbrush tool, but it's also good if you want your white tea to be a little bit whiter. Or really anything to be a little bit lighter and brighter. So I'm going to cancel. Red eye, I would hope that a lot of you guys know how to use this because it's a impurity in pictures that happens quite often, especially when you're taking pictures in the dark. You get red eye, so take advantage of this one. It's easy to use. You just tap on the eyes and it will either decrease the look of the red eye or completely get rid of it. And you can choose the different size of the pen to do that. The next one is Splash, which I used to use, and it's really fun because what it does is turn your entire picture black and white, and then you can just pull colors that you want to show from the image. So if I hit Smart Color, what Smart Color is going to do is the first tap that I select, whatever color is on that is the only color that's going to show when I use the pen. So I'm going to select her legs. Now anywhere on this picture that color is will show once I start drawing. So I can just draw anywhere. I don't have to be precise and that color will show up. I can erase it using the eraser tool. And then if I use the free color, that's just any color that I want to pull. So I can do her legs, and since this color is very black and white, it's kind of hard to see, but overall it pulls out colors from the black and white that were originally there. So I'm going to hit apply, and last there is the meme, and the meme allows you to literally create memes, so get funny on us, show us what you got, because these are fun to make. I don't know what to put. I'm just going to put hello there. I'm not that creative, but I wanted to show you how it works. So that's how you create a meme. I'm going to hit cancel because I don't want to create that, but fun to use. And overall, this is what I want to work with. So I'm going to hit save changes. I'm going to hit the check mark, and it's going to transfer all of that to the grid view. Okay, so the splitter option allows you to split your images into 1, 2, or 3 separate image squares so that you can create a banner on your profile or a bigger image on your profile using multiple squares. It's kind of straight to the point, but I do want to show you how to use it. So I want to work with the 2-way split. The arrows on the right side allow you to fit your whole image into those squares, but I don't want to do that. So I'm going to use my 2 fingers to zoom in by widening. I want it to be right here, and if you want to zoom out, you just pinch the screen, and then you drag and drop the image to where you prefer. I prefer it to be right there. So I'm going to select the check mark at the top right, and that's going to transfer my 2 images over and create that banner. It's really easy to use, but it does give your profile a lot of personality, and you can have a lot of fun with it if you get creative. So that is the image splitter, and those are the image editing tools. I hope that you learned something. I know it was a long video. It was a long video for me too, but I enjoy it, and I hope you do too. Take advantage of these tools because it will spice up the way that your Instagram looks and grab the attention of your audience. The next video is going to be all about how to give even more personality to your Instagram by using the drag and drop. So I hope you tune in. It's next Wednesday at 8 as always. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I see some of you guys out there doing it, so I thank you. You can leave a comment and I can answer anything that you throw at me, or at least I can attempt to. and subscribe if you do enjoy these videos. It would mean the world to me. So I will speak to you guys next Wednesday at 8. And we're going over the photo editor and the photo editor has millions of options to choose from. Millions? I'm exaggerating a lot. Millions. If I had millions of options, this video would take me millions of years. I don't have that time. Don't have it.